Hi there, welcome to the Live Empowered Youth Life Coach Training Overview. In our time together, I want to help you understand the sense of urgency that we have in becoming youth coaches because the demand is so high now. I'm also going to show you in our time together how, if you do have a passion working with youth, to turn it into a business and a profitable business at that. Now, coaching in general, just the industry, is awesome. It's a $1.8 billion industry and rapidly growing, which means that there's big opportunity for us. Because it's a fast growing industry, it allows us, if we're passionate about working with youth, to come into a relatively untapped market in the way that I'm going to teach you. In coaching in general, the concept of coaching is helping people to take action in their life. Helping them to see and get the results that they want, transforming them from who they are and who they want to be, thus having lasting impact. Now, when you're a coach, you're helping clients chart their course for their future. It's a wonderful, unbelievable opportunity. You can do this as an add-on career, you can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, and I'll teach you how to transition maybe out of your current career and create a business around helping people. One of the amazing things I love about coaching in general is that you're able to reach financial freedom a lot faster than a lot of other industries. And reason being, you don't have a boss, you can work your own hours, you can work, there's no ceiling or cap. In fact, the average, quote unquote, rate for a coach is around $200 an hour. That's pretty good money. And when you think about that, and you think about different programs and going maybe from a good coach to a great coach, those fees can increase, and I'll teach you exactly how to do that as well. Out of the gate, and to gain confidence, even if you reduce that average hourly rate, it still may be higher than you're currently getting or that you currently expected to get making a career out of coaching. Also, coaching is awesome because it's a lot less paperwork, which allows you to spend more time with your clients. Work on purpose and with passion and for positive change. Here at Live Empowered, at least in the youth coaching, I believe it's the perfect profession because you have a chance to use your passion for good. Now, who's this for, right? Chances are you were sent here from somebody. They thought this might be a great opportunity for you to invest in yourself and create a business doing this. You maybe saw one of our videos, our ads, maybe you, I don't know how you heard about us, but you're here for a reason. And chances are you have a passion, and that's working with youth in some capacity. Maybe you're currently a sports coach or athletic trainer, a nutritionist. Maybe you're a teacher, a therapist, a counselor. Maybe you're a youth minister and you're looking to double, triple your income doing what you love to do as well. Maybe you're a leader of a nonprofit or you volunteered at a youth organization. You're like, I love this. How can I do this more often? Maybe they're not hiring. So how do I take that passion and craft it to where I can do my own thing? Let me teach you how to do that. Again, educators, teachers, the options are endless. Maybe you're an accountant, right? And you have a small practice and those long hours and the seasons, and maybe it's getting a little too much and you are taking a step back and you're trying to figure out your why in life, your purpose, your legacy. And it has to do with working with youth. Maybe you volunteered at a soccer club or a basketball club, or maybe you're a volunteer art teacher and you're doing that on the side. You want to turn that into a profession. I'll show you exactly how to do that. And with working with youth, there's big opportunity, especially today. Unfortunately, depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies are all on the rise. But that does offer big opportunity for people like you and myself, and to be able to confidently come in and help youth and families navigate through this confusion. And maybe it's medication and trying to help them figure out how to reduce that and introduce healthy alternatives. Maybe their grades are bad, right? And that the parents are like, I can't get my son or daughter to study. I know they're capable, but they just won't listen to me. Maybe the parents are going through divorce, and the youth are trying to find their voice in it all. Maybe they're easily angered, and maybe they want to excel in sports, or maybe just gain the confidence to go out for a club or sports, or that music class, or develop their talent for art. Maybe the youth are confused about their circle of friends or influence, or going on the wrong path. Maybe they're being bullied or are the bully. That it's endless. Maybe the youth and parents have tried past therapies and maybe they didn't work, and now they're looking for additional or alternative solutions. Maybe the therapy did work and it brought a youth from dealing with all the issues in the past to present. Now what? Now they need to move forward in the future, and that's what coaching is. That's what we're afforded, that opportunity to be future focused, and that's a beautiful thing. Again, have the opportunity to help them build confidence, and I'll teach you how to help them with these confidence building techniques. I've done it all for you. Maybe the mounting peer pressures, or they're concerned about the environment and they don't know where to start, these big concepts. Maybe they just need a little help setting some goals for their future. In working with youth, we do two things. One, earn the right to be heard by, number two, meeting them where they're at. I'm Coach Nick. I started the Nick Petro coaching company years ago, and now I'm the CEO and co-founder of Live Empowered. In our coaching programs here, and we have conscious investing, we have philanthropy. Again, we've kind of made it a lifestyle brand because of my over 20 years of experience working with youth and families. And I've done that in a variety of capacities, from an athletic director. I was an athletic coach for many, many years in different sports. I was a dual college athlete, very competitive. I was a youth minister. I developed programs, leadership programs, motivational seminars and webinars, and used to travel as a motivational speaker. I wrote a couple books, blah, 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 missions trip leader. And one of the coolest things I've had the opportunity to do was to serve on different youth coalition boards and help support their organizations. And it all brings me back to my mission in life. What's yours? We'll have a little bit of opportunity to discuss this, but my mission in particular is to help you. It's to help people that want to help youth. So we've developed this company so that my mission is to help train leaders to help youth discover their purpose, to live on passion and for positive change. Why? My why, I know. It's deep, it's big, but it can be summed up in my firsthand experience of the profound impact that just a little encouragement can go when coaching youth to live a life on purpose and with passion and for positive change. I'd like you to check out this one youth that actually became it's crazy, a Marvel superhero. And Dynamic Daniela now has her own comic book. She was also featured on Disney Plus's Superhero Project, where Marvel identified 20 youth in the world that are doing incredible things for other people. And Dynamic Daniela's story was picked up because of when I was coaching, and there was an opportunity to serve the homeless down in Mexico. We're down here in Southern California, and we would do trips down to Mexico and building homes, and it just really tugged at her heartstrings, and she wanted to kind of pay it forward. And so she was able to raise enough money that summer in 7th grade to build a home for a family down in Mexico. And you fast forward, they did it a few more times, and other people started joining in, and Marvel heard about this and picked the story up and made her a Marvel superhero. And one of the opportunities that lend itself to was Marvel then actually donated enough money to build a home on behalf of Dynamic Daniela. So now you have different big organizations all with that feel-good story, right? Because youth in this story is probably not that far removed than hopefully some of the success stories that you've had or some of the outcomes that you've seen in the talented youth that maybe you've worked with or maybe that you want to work with. The idea is that when we pour into and are available and help coach youth to live a life that is meaningful and with confidence and like introducing opportunities for them to serve and get involved, the outcomes are tremendous and their confidence goes through the roof, which makes the world a better place. I've spoken a little bit about my why, and what's yours? What's your why? When you think about living a life worth living, we can't help but to think about our legacy. What type of legacy do you want to live? What do you want to leave behind? Why do you enjoy working with youth in particular? And maybe what have you done thus far working with youth? Now, what would it cost you to not live out your calling helping youth? What would it look like for you and your maybe financial situation as well if you can double or triple your income by working with youth? I'm going to show you how to kind of turn that passion that you have working with youth and families into a profitable business. You can now run your own youth life coaching business. I consider it a lifestyle coaching with endless positive impact in the community. You can learn proven techniques, easy to follow coaching programs. In youth coaching, there's not a lot of costly overhead. You don't need an office. Your hourly rate is on average higher than most other professions. Again, I'll teach you how to come out of the gate with that confidence. There's no earning competence. There's no boss. You can bring in some maybe much needed resources up front, right? I'll teach you how to sell, if you will, a coaching package to where you can pre-sell 8 sessions for money up front, which will help you establish your business that much faster. I'll also teach you how to create multiple income streams by doing what you love while creating the legacy and having an unbelievable amount of fun in the process. Now, Franklin D. Roosevelt said, "We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future." And here are the top 10 reasons that I've identified why you want to start coaching today. First of all, and the top one is, you're never going to be perfect. Your coaching business is never going to be perfect, especially if you're just starting out. But I'm going to teach you and encourage you just to start. To start today, it's not going to be perfect. We'll give you all the templates and the market strategies and everything to help you get started to actually come out of the gate and to put your foot out there. And the reason being that this current climate we're in 2021, there's been this pandemic over the course of the last year. And that's increased opportunities for people like us to build a business coming alongside youth and families that have experienced depression, anxiety, and some suicidal tendencies. There's increased stress on parents, and they're desperate to hire you. This is a fast-growing industry, and in the youth world, it's relatively untapped. So we're going to teach you how to take these experience-based coaching principles and how that can provide balance in your life and in the lives of those that you coach. Now, social media has been a lot more difficult to kind of navigate through and the real life issues, which is where we come in. I believe that you have the opportunity as a youth life coach and run your own business to have a lot more stability in that, especially today, than a lot of other industries, especially being an employee in maybe some of these businesses that are changing how they conduct business. Again, the sense of urgency has never been higher than it is today, especially for good coaches, especially for coaches that have gone through a program, that have the concepts and proven techniques and methodologies. And again, people will pay for that. We have training programs that are done for you and with you in mind, so that you can ultimately create the life that you want, helping others create theirs. I like to kind of coin this phrase as payday with parents. And I say that because they're the ones that are going to hire you by and large. I mean, you have organizations, you can do talks in schools and so forth. But in youth coaching, if you just want to get started, I'm going to help you understand how to make money, not using youth for that, but creating the value that parents will see and that they will want more of. And the more affluent families that you may be working with will, and in fact do, pay a higher rate, especially if they're desperate, if their youth has experienced different mental health crises or X, Y, and Z, many examples of that. But they're looking to hire good coaches today. Maybe therapies didn't work in the past, and they want to explore different opportunities to help their son or daughter advance. Maybe therapies did work again, and they're here, and they're looking at the future, and sometimes they don't know what that future looks like. You have the opportunity to help them with that. You have an additional opportunity to help just improve overall communication between youth and their parents. And again, parents will hire you for that. Now, parents that are divorced or maybe in the middle of a divorce, and they recognize that their son or daughter or son or daughters are trying to find their voice in this whole scenario, and where do they come into play. Maybe parents, they just simply having a hard time relating to their parents. And how many times maybe you are a parent yourself and you're trying to ask or tell your son or daughter certain things, and you say it 7, 8, 9 times, and then a coach comes along and somebody like us, and we kind of say the same things a little bit, and the light bulb goes off and they do it, right? And they commit to it, and then the parents are like, thank you, I've been trying to say this for years or what have you. So maybe it's families that have limited time developing life skills or their executive functioning skills, or maybe their athletic skills or their art or music. Maybe parents just can't seem to get their kids motivated at all. I mean, you can pick a reason to find your niche in helping them solve that problem. And if you are good, which we'll teach you to become a good coach, if not a great coach, with that comes referrals from other parents. Now, there's 2 empowered solutions that we've identified here today for you today. And one is the Youth Life Coach Training Program itself, and then the other is the coaching community. Now, in our training program, you can learn from our experience-based methodologies. So, what does that mean? Our program, it's 100% online. There's about 10 sessions with 25-minute videos explaining each pillar, each session, right? And how to conduct maybe your coaching, how to design your coaching company. Each one of those sessions will have like a downloadable PDF with simple text and things that you can fill in, you can print, you can fill out, you can do the exercises as we're going through the training program, which will give you the confidence as soon as you're done to turn around and to start introducing your coaching practice into your community. This entire program was designed with you in mind, with easy to follow, downloadable, like I said, resources. It's completely go at your own pace. You can do it again part-time. You can choose to do this full-time. It's up to you, as fast as you want to go or as slow as you want to go. It's all done for you. These are proven coaching methodologies and techniques with proven results for over 20 years of successes and favorable outcomes. I teach you all those. I also teach you business building techniques and taking the book that I wrote, The 7 Pillars, and how do I take this workbook and actually start doing these exercises with these youth in my coaching sessions, giving you confidence. You'll have access to discounts and partnerships and affiliate programs, all lending itself to additional income streams for you. You'll also have access, again, to the coaching community that I alluded to, giving you a tremendous amount of support. Now, some of the outcomes again, that you can experience from the training would be you'll be able to discover the secrets, if you will, behind making great money working with youth. You find out additional ways to speak their language. You'll be able to utilize an 8-session coaching program that I've developed for you. You can expand your current business offerings. You can pivot. Maybe you're a life coach in general, right? And you want to transition or pivot into working with youth and or the whole family. I'll teach you, and some of the outcomes are to effectively communicate and challenge youth in an effective way to gain the confidence that you're the coach that they need. What a wonderful thing. I'll also help you understand, and people that have gone through the program are able to understand that there's a relatively untapped market out there, but a lot of that is within your own database. Some of the outcomes, and I love this aspect of it, is that you can then be the authority figure in your own community, thus building those, again, strong referral partners in the process. Here's a little inside scoop into the training program itself. So we have the video modules, we have downloadable PDF documents, we have activities to take the exercises, kind of that next step. So we have the 7 sessions about the coaching material, we have some sessions about go-to-market strategies, and then we have sample sessions on how to conduct that first kind of introductory session. Now here's some testimonials. Now you can check them out on our site, you can click on some of these links, but we have some of the coaches that have gone through the program that give our stamp or their stamp of approval on how the successes that they've been experiencing and maybe the confidence that they gain knowing that there was a program available like this. Now, after you go through the coaching program, we have support, and that's through our empowered coaching community. You'll be able to learn from our experts and grow in community inside this community. So some of the features inside this coaching community are 24/7 support. We're going to be doing live webinars, and if you can't make it, they'll be recorded and uploaded into this community for your future viewing. We'll be doing discounts on books and merchandise, additional courses that we're developing, standalone manuals and coaching blueprints, and we have a business building newsletter that you will have privy to, and we'll, depending on what type of coach you are, what niche you develop, I'll teach you all that. Maybe you're struggling to find 5 clients, and so we can put you in the hot seat, and as part of the exercise, I'll teach you how to gain 5 clients in 5 days, and so there's other examples like that. Again, for now, in the coaching community, it's free to join. We'll also have coaching videos and resources, and at some point, that coaching community will just start at a low monthly cost, around $29, but inside this community, you're seeing some screenshots here that there'll be reminders about Zoom calls that are coming up, some partners, experts that we're bringing in to have these live calls. There'll be opportunities on the page that you see, hopefully it's grasped on that screen here, that you'll be able to post comments and receive comments and kind of collaborate with other coaches as well. So again, I want to thank you for your time, and if this was an interest and you're like, yes, this is for me, which I hope it was, then you can visit us at the links below, liveempowered.com. You can, if these are clickable links, then you can click right to the training registration page. You can also get there through the Live Empowered and the coaching packages. You can also become an affiliate, and you can also, so if this was of value, but maybe the timing's not right, then if you did find this valuable and you think that somebody else could benefit from this, maybe you were sent a link to this by somebody who thought you'd be the perfect person for this. Again, if the timing's not right and you just want to do that same, you can sign up, become an affiliate, and send somebody your unique link. And a way of saying thank you is that we will compensate you for that, a portion of that registration fee. And lastly, you're able to just bypass that altogether. And if you just want to schedule a call with myself or one of the coaches, you can click there and on one of those links and schedule a 15-minute kind of call to help you understand if this is the right fit for you, and if not today, maybe in the future it would be. So again, I want to thank you for your time together, and it's been a pleasure. Hopefully you gained some powerful insight into what's possible. Hope you live in a powered day, and we do hope to hear from you at some point in the near future. Thank you so much. Thank you again for your time with us today. Hopefully you got a little more insight and a little more passion about what is potential around building a company, doing what you're passionate about, working with youth. And so you may have been sent here by somebody that cares about you and somebody that saw the potential that you may have by going through this program. So hopefully you click on that affiliate link that maybe somebody had sent you, and follow that instructions on how to register, what that pricing module looks like for you. And again, you can also schedule a 15-minute call with us, and maybe we can help you understand how to enroll and maybe what that looks like for you. So again, thank you so much, and be sure to thank that person that introduced this opportunity to you. Hopefully we'll see you inside, and hopefully you live an empowered day and the rest of your life. Cheers.